Hi everyone, my name is Tom, and I'm really excited to welcome you to this little space where I can share a bit about myself. Today, I thought I'd start with a simple introduction so you can get to know me better, where I'm from, what I like, and just a few of the things that make up my daily life. So, a little about me. I live in New York City. It's a huge, busy city, full of energy, but honestly, I love it. I grew up here, and even though it can be loud and sometimes overwhelming, there's always something happening. I guess I'm used to it, and it feels like home to me. I work as a graphic designer. Most of my projects are freelance, which means I get to work from home or from cafes around the city. I really enjoy the flexibility, but I've learned that freelancing also takes discipline. You have to manage your time carefully, meet deadlines, and stay motivated even when no one is watching. But honestly, I love it. It lets me focus on creative work I really care about. When I'm not working, one of my favorite things to do is paint. I mostly work with acrylics, but sometimes I experiment with watercolors just for fun. Painting is a great way for me to relax and clear my mind. There's something really satisfying about turning blank canvases into colors and shapes. It's almost like meditation for me. I also love movies. I try to watch a few every week. I'm a big fan of mystery and adventure films, but I also enjoy trying something completely new, like a foreign film or an indie documentary. Watching different types of stories not only entertains me, but sometimes even inspires my own creative projects. On weekends, I like to go hiking. Even though I live in the city, there are some really great trails not too far away. Being in nature is a nice break from screens and city noise. I usually go with a friend, but sometimes I go alone and just enjoy the peace and quiet. It's amazing how refreshing a couple of hours in the woods can feel. I have a cat named Whiskers. She's playful, curious, and honestly a little mischievous at times. Having a pet is wonderful, but it's also a responsibility. I make sure she's fed, healthy, and happy, and in return, she gives me lots of joy and a few laughs every day. Traveling is another big passion of mine. I try to visit at least one new country each year. Last year I went to Italy, and it was incredible. I visited Rome, Florence, and Venice. Every city had its own personality and charm. I loved tasting local food, walking through the streets, and just soaking up the culture. Traveling always gives me a fresh perspective and new ideas for my work and hobbies. Reading is another hobby I enjoy. I like novels, especially mysteries and fantasy, but I also read non-fiction, sometimes about personal development, psychology, or even history. Books are a great way to escape, learn, and see the world from someone else's perspective. I'd say I'm a pretty social person, but I also value quiet time. Meeting new people is exciting for me because everyone has a story to tell, something unique about their life. At the same time, spending time alone, whether painting, reading, or just walking outside, helps me recharge and reflect. So that's a little about me. I hope this gives you a sense of who I am, what I enjoy, and how I spend my days. I'm looking forward to sharing more with you in the future, and I'm excited for you to join me on this journey of learning and exploring new things together. Thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoy getting to know me, Tom, just a little bit better.